Everybody, I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and the entertainment rundown today is a review of the movie Judy. It's about the legendary Judy Garland, who died, I think, in the 90s, maybe before that, but at an early age. But this is about the last stages of her life and her career. Renee Zellweger just does an amazing job as Judy Garland, and will probably get a nomination and should win, based on what I've seen so far, should win as Best Actress. So we'd have Joaquin Phoenix for the Joker, Renee Zellweger for Judy. But as I was watching this movie, I'm older than dirt, so I remember when Judy Garland was a performer. I remember her career, or some parts of it. But I'm thinking, people who go in to see this movie, aren't they going to be confused? They're not going to know the backstory. The movie opens with the head of MGM talking to a young Judy Garland about how special it is that she's going to play the role of Dorothy. Okay, I never heard the Wizard of Oz mentioned at all. Now, to me, as soon as he said Dorothy, I thought, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Is anybody else going to know this? This movie takes place when she's in her 40s. She has 3 children, 2 of which are still young, living with her, and she is divorced from Sid Luft, who is played by Rufus Sewell, and there's a contentious action between the 2 of them, and they fight over the children. So that's part of it. I just got notified that Judy Garland died in 1969, so that's a lot longer ago than I thought. But anyway, at this point, she's in her 40s. She's gets in between jobs. She's in debt, always short of money. She can't even afford a place, home so she can have her kids there. She has to keep working. So while they stay with her ex-husband, she heads off to London to a place called the Talk of the Town, where she is signed up to give a series of concerts. And that's what this movie focuses on. But again, if you didn't know about Judy Garland, you'd see this, attractive woman in her 40s whose voice has kind of been ravaged by all the drinking and smoking, etc., that she's done over her career. It's still a good voice, but it's not the great voice, at least as portrayed here. I think Renee Zellweger did her own singing for this film. She just tried to adapt it to the style of Judy Garland. But the movie is sad, because Judy Garland she was hooked on drugs, she was hooked on alcohol. She had terrible choice in men. She's pursued while she's in London by a young man named Mickey Deans, much younger than she is. He's played by Finn Wittrock. Their love story never really grabs you per se. Jessie Buckley, who I loved in the film Wild Rose. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's a great movie. She's just a fantastic talent, and she plays the woman who's assigned really to get Judy to the club on time, or the concert hall, or wherever it is she's performing. And it's a nothing role, and she doesn't really do anything with it. You expect more from her, or at least you would hope that she would get better roles in this one. But as I said, Renee Zellweger is the movie, and you do get the melancholy descent of Judy Garland in this stage of her career. The film is rated PG-13 for profanity. I scored it 7 out of 10. Again, the performance makes you want to see the movie. The performance helps you understand the movie. The performance is the movie. It's a simple story about the problems with drugs and alcohol addiction, and how it affects her career and all. But the performance that she gives, Renee Zellweger gives, is the cohesive part that holds the audience together from beginning until end. So 7, is a score that is 2 points above average. So I think, especially if you know the backstory on Judy Garland going up to this point, that you're going to enjoy the movie. I hope you do. Now, if you haven't hit our subscribe button, reach down there and subscribe. We've got lots of videos coming up. But for today, this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown featuring a review of Judy.